Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining us here on this wonderful Tuesday, April 2nd. Hope nobody got pranked too hard on April Fool's Day yesterday. But our guest today, we're going to talk about the Wayne County CEO program. It's a brand new program into Wayne County schools, and we'll talk about that today with our good friends Brent, Maguire, and Luke Harl. And also Mary Musgrave will join us here in just a little bit, as she is the facilitator of that program, and we'll talk with her about some of the ins and outs of that. Again, you are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV over in Salem on Channel 3, Channel 100, or Channel 25 here in Flora, Louisville, Sisney, Jeff, Fairfield, Browns, Salem, West Salem, all over the place. Thank you again so much. What is going on in the area today? Well, there's a few things going on here on this Tuesday. Here in Flora at the First Christian Church, they've got two different screenings going on at the First Christian Church today at 11 o'clock. They've got a preschool screening for children ages birth to 3, and they are also having kindergarten and pre-register. It's pre-registration for kindergarten. It goes today from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. and tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. The same hours, I believe, on both sets. However, if you're in the 0 to 3 screening, they want you to make a phone call. They want you to set an appointment so that you can have an adequate amount of time for the screening process. You can give them a call at 662-6502 or 662-2014. They'll give you more information, and they'll be able to help you out down there. It's always, you got to do it. You got to get those kids ready for school. Also today at 10 o'clock down at the Flora Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center, it'll be piano with Mary Kinley, and she'll be playing today at 10 o'clock, probably for about an hour. She'll do a nice job, and if you have some friends over there, you might stop in, say hello in there, and off you'll have a good time. This, by the way, being April 2nd, it's National Ferret Day. National Ferret Day. All right, boys, have you ever had a ferret?
That'd be a big negative.
That's a big negatory.
My sister did when,
Tell me about the ferret.
It was awful. It was so mean. I think she just got it to pay back her older brother, but yeah.
Is that right?
It would bite me all the time.
April 2nd of each year is National Ferret Day. Okay. And see, now you can contact your sister and just celebrate together,
Okay.
huh? That'd be a good time. She doesn't have one anymore?
Not anymore.
Doesn't have one anymore. No. Well, maybe you can celebrate here on April 2nd as well as National Ferret Day. This is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. You're going to go, today is.
I've had a few of those.
I've had a few of those.
Yeah. I've also had a few of those.
You have one today. Is that your plan now for lunch?
It is now.
It is now. That's exactly right. That's how you celebrate National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. So you might want to think about those things as you go through your day. Also, what is on Wabash today? We got some good television tonight. High school baseball action this afternoon up at North Clay High School here in Louisville. It'll be high school baseball. The Newton Eagles are coming down. That game's supposed to start at 4:30, and that'll be right here on this channel. It's also on YouTube, on the Wabash Catch TV channel, and you can go find that. The Newton Eagles, North Clay undefeated right now. I believe they're 12-0, and they are really hopping along pretty well on the high school baseball. What else is on Wabash today? Well, a few other things. In sports-wise anyway, the National Invitational Tournament continues tonight. It's the semifinal matchups. This will be on ESPN. That's channel 601. First one is Wichita State. They're taking on Lipscomb at 6 p.m., and that game will be followed up by the Texas Longhorns against TCU, the Horned Frogs from Texas Christian, and that's at 8 o'clock. Again, both those games on ESPN, channel 601. NHL baseball today. Their Boston Bruins will be at the Columbus Blue Jackets. That'll be at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports Network, and that is channel 216 on your Wabash dial. Also, in the NBA tonight, a doubleheader. They'll on TNT, as they'll have the Los Angeles Lakers at the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's at 7 o'clock tonight. TNT is channel 633. And that game will be followed the Denver Nuggets. Going to be at Golden State. That is a battle for the top spot in the West. So that's a good one. That's at 9:30 tonight on, again, TNT, channel 633. Interestingly enough, the Cubs, the Cardinals, the White Sox are all off today. No games for any of those squads, as the only game that you'll be able to watch on your Wabash is on MLB Network, channel 599. Philadelphia is at Washington. It'll be Zach Eflin versus Max Scherzer, kind of a David and Goliath set up there. As we have it here, we have our own David and Goliath. We have Luke Harl and Brent Maguire, and we are going to be back right after these words. We're going to talk about the Wayne County CEO program. We're going to learn all kinds of good things about it, and we'll be back right after these words. Do stick around.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11 through 13 at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only, with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to a Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guests today and right now, and we'll bring in Mary here in a minute, is Brent Maguire, the mayor of Fairfield, down there on that end. Luke Harl is here also. Luke is a coordinator over at IECC. I remembered that, which I forgot what the coordinator of.
Oh, it's director.
Director, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
No,
I don't want to give you a short shrift there.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, Luke is like the most important person in Illinois Eastern Community College.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
But he's heavily into the education of our children, and of course, being a mayor of Fairfield, Brent, it is incumbent upon Brent to make sure that the kids are educated nicely. And we are going to talk about something today that is new to Fairfield. We're in Clay County talking about. They don't have it here in Clay County, and I don't think they have it in Marion County over in Salem.
I don't think so. No.
We're going to talk about a CEO program. What is the Wayne County CEO program, Luke?
The Wayne County CEO program is set to take place this coming fall. And what the CEO program is, it's sponsored by the Midland Institute for Entrepreneurship, and that is out of Effingham, Illinois.
The Mental Institute for
Midland Institute.
I'm sorry. Is that what you heard, too?
No.
That's what I heard. I was wondering about the Midland Institute for Entrepreneurship. Okay.
Yeah, and it started in Effingham, and it has expanded from there. I believe they're in 50 different schools. They're in 4 or 5 different states. Yeah, they've grown quite a bit. But anyways, it's made its way down to our neck of the woods, and it's pretty well just it's a program for high school students. It's an early bird hour, so they go in at 7 o'clock. It runs till 9 a.m. And they're educated on entrepreneurship, but from a different perspective. It's not a book type of program. It's an experiential type of program.
Really?
So they are going to businesses. They have business leaders that come in and speak to them. They're responsible for creating their own business and then a class business. And these are not mock businesses.
These are real deals.
These are real deals with the opportunity to fail. So they're responsible for fundraising their own business, whether that's loans or investors or however they are going to do that. And they have to run the business during the course of the program, and then they're encouraged to after that. But after,
how long ago was the organization formed? How long what's the history of it?
I believe 2010. I don't know that off the top or for sure, but it's not all that old. And it started in Effingham, and it was just
what was the causation for it? What was the genesis? Do you know?
There's the community leader and then the executive director of the program. This student, actually, it was kind of this relationship between this two, where the student wanted to be mentored by a business leader that was relevant.
Who are you name these folks?
Austin Brooks is his name, and Craig Linball is the executive director of the program. And essentially, he was wanting to be mentored by Craig because of his history in music and film, and that was what he wanted to go into. But he didn't want it to be in a typical class setting. He wanted to experience that as a student, and so it just kind of
like a co-op situation,
right? And so it just kind of evolved into this program where they were able to replicate it, of this idea that you can be mentored by a business leader in the community and learn from them, and then experience it yourself by having the opportunity to succeed or fail. And you're having to do these things yourself. You're making these relationships yourself. You're networking with people. You're growing your own business, and it's just this idea of experiencing it rather than just being taught with a book and theories and then trying to apply that without any sort of guidance.
And Wayne County, this has been successful at, you said, over 55 different
it's somewhere around 50, I believe. I know it's in multiple states. Some of our surrounding counties have it. It is in Richland County, Wabash County, White County, Edwards and Wabash are together.
Okay.
And then it's Richland County, Crawford County,
presumably
White County.
How did Brent, tell me, how did this program skip Fairfield for so long?
That's a good question. I'm not sure how it did, but
you're glad to have it now, I guess.
Absolutely. As mentioned earlier, in our discussion, is that it's nice for us because with the change in our economy with air techs, and our now a new emphasis on local business, this is a great opportunity for young people to get involved in that, become entrepreneurs, and start businesses and grow those businesses in our community. How much notice? When did this get started in Wayne County? What's been the process? And I guess the reason I'm confused about the whole thing is a little bit. There are college credits involved here, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
What's going on?
The program gives students 12 college credit, and that is through IECC, and they get high school credit and college credits, just dual credit, and it leads to an entrepreneur certificate if that's what they want to pursue afterwards, or they can get credits toward their business education. That's the dual credit end. The
12 credit hours would be about a semester, right, or just a light semester.
Close.
Right?
Yeah, it would be a semester's worth.
Yeah.
It's half of the entrepreneur certificate at IECC.
What's the other half?
Transfer credits, more actual theory classes.
I see.
If they come to us, then they'll get both sides of that.
I see. Okay, so how did you get contacted? What's the formation of the CEO program in Wayne County?
The conception of it really started after we started to see the success in other counties, and it really started to come to the point of, why don't we have this?
Yeah.
We've seen the success in Wabash County specifically, and White County was where.
What successes have there been?
There's been students that continue to run it, and they continue to run very successful businesses. They give multiple success stories of students paying their way through college. They give success stories of actually continuing to run. There was one student that they made over $100,000 in sales in their first year while they were in high school running. So, it's just... There's just a lot of success coming out of this program, but something that is always consistent across the board is not necessarily how much money they're making, but the quality of students that they're coming out of the program, because students these days are continuously known for only being on their phone, not having any soft skills, personal skills, or anything like that. And so through this program, they're forced to dress business professional every day. They're forced to, get out of their comfort zone, shake hands, look people in the eye, make conversation with people they wouldn't have.
They're business people.
Right, exactly. And so through this training, you're getting the best, or you're getting students at a higher quality, and they're ready for the workforce. And if they're not running their own business, and they're the best entrepreneurs, they're actually going into the workforce with skills that can improve businesses in our local economy. And so overall, even though maybe half of the class is continuing to run their business,
right,
we're producing higher quality students through the program.
How big is the organization? You said 55 different, or 50 to 55 different schools. You're probably looking at how many students are typically involved each year, you think, at each school?
10 to 15, I think, is what they say.
And on average, you have some larger programs and some smaller programs,
and they want to keep it probably at about that level, I guess, right?
It gets kind of difficult to maintain when you get over 15 to 20 with only one facilitator.
I see. With a facilitator, you are presumably, this is a paid position, right?
Yeah. So that's kind of the key to this program that makes this program so unique. Midland Institute provides each county with their own with resources to run the program, and it's kind of treated like a franchise.
Okay.
But it is owned by the county and the community that it's in, which is so important because we're having our business leaders come in, we're having our educators that can tailor this, and so we know what we're teaching students how to recognize and seize opportunity within the community that they're in, and so that allows the community to take ownership. And so we have our own facilitator, and she's been involved in the community for several years, and so she's taking all of that, and she's going to be teaching these students and facilitating these students.
Let's tell me a little bit about where do we, this is tax dollars at work, or it's not, is it?
No, it is not. So the students do not pay, the schools do not pay. This is 100% paid by the businesses in the community. And so one of the requirements for the program is you have to have 35 to 50 investors in the community. This could be both individuals or businesses, civic organizations, or whatever. But they have to be paid by the individuals or businesses, and those are $1,000 commitments. And you can't have a hospital come in and pay $10,000.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. What if a larger business in the community wanted to basically pay for the whole program? That kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Exactly of the variety, of the diversity, right?
Yeah. So there's two things to that. One is if that relationship breaks, all of a sudden you don't have a program because it's not sustainable. For two, you have someone that may feel like they have more authority if they give more money, and one of the major purposes of the program is that these students are exposed to a diverse workforce. They're exposed to agriculture, to construction, to trucking, to banking, to all these different industries, and if they're only paid by a bank that pays for all of it, it's going to be heavily focused on financial interest, and it may not be.
It may not have all that on selling or something like that.
Right.
That's fascinating. Talking today with Brent Maguire along with Luke Harl, we are talking about the Wayne County CEO program that is getting underway. It's getting underway for this fall. Will be the first group of students in it. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the group of students and how that works, as we'll also be joined by Mary Musgrave. And you are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be right back after these. Do stick around.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11th through 13th at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching. Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Down there now is Mary Musgrave. Thanks very much for joining us, Mary. We appreciate it. Mary is the facilitator for the Wayne County CEO program. And they told me something that I thought I already knew, but I was wrong. What is CEO program? Well, I mean, I just presumed it's the CEO as the chief executive officer. That's not what this is about, is it?
CEO stands for creating entrepreneurial opportunities.
Okay.
Rather than chief executive officer.
Well, that makes sense.
But, you know, through the program, why can't one of these kids become a CEO?
Well, that's kind of what I thought the goal was to get to anyway after it. Okay, so you are a retired teacher, a former teacher for X number of years. I'm not going to tell everybody how long you taught, but you're retired.
Around 34 years.
Around 34 years. She'll tell people. She's very proud. I don't blame her. Okay, so you decided to get back. Who contacted you? How did you decide to get back into this?
Well, actually,
to get back into teaching, basically.
Right. Actually, I was subbing at Fairfield Community High School when Lori Robson approached me and asked me to submit an application for the program. I had not heard of it, so I asked her to, fill me in on what this entailed, and she gave me a website, Midland Institute, and I checked it out, and I thought it was fascinating. And having been, now I'll have to specify here, being 55 years old when I graduated, when I retired, I have been in an institution.
You've been there for a while.
Of learning I had been in an institution of learning for 50 years of my life.
Right.
So I missed it. I missed being around the students.
Oh, okay.
And so when she mentioned that, and I watched the videos, I thought this is a great opportunity for me.
Now, the interesting thing to me, however, is one of the interesting things is that you are not a business person. Like you said, you've been a teacher but your job really is not you're not teaching kids the business side of things. Really, you're facilitating bringing other people to do that. Is that correct?
That's right. To
an extent,
I do have an endorsement to be able to do this because of some of the classes that I have taken over the years.
Yeah.
I have a master's degree in English from Eastern, but I also have additional hours with Rockford College, such as cooperative learning and things that are necessary to facilitate properly.
Sure.
And my husband and I also had 3 businesses.
Yeah.
We had Musgrave Construction, Musgrave Rentals, and Musgrave Manufactured Homes.
Okay.
So I kind of had an indirect play in that. So I had some concept of being.
Well, and actually, those are all sole proprietorships, basically.
Right.
So I mean, you and your husband have become your own entrepreneurs to an extent, haven't you?
Right. And I've been a customer for years over there. We all have been customers, and while some people may not know how to run a business, we all know what it means as a customer.
Yeah.
When a business is not working right.
That's for sure. Okay. So what we're doing today is we're looking for students, aren't we? I mean, we're not looking for fundraisers. We're not raising funds today. We want good applicants, don't we?
Yeah, we have raised the money for the program. We're good to go there. We are seeking students for the program. The application window is currently open, and it is available to students at Wayne City, Sisney, and Fairfield High School. And so we're looking for students to apply. We're also looking for business mentors. Each student that is in the program will be assigned a mentor. So we're looking for mentors there. We're looking for businesses to attend, and we're looking for business leaders to come and speak to our students. And so we want to provide as much diversity of the businesses as possible to the students. And so we're looking for people from various aspects of the business world to shed light on.
How many kids do you want in the classroom? We talked a little bit earlier that 15's average. With this being the first year, do you want to go up to 15? You want to get like 50 kids in there, or do you want like 5 kids? What are you looking for, Mary?
Well, when I was
what would be ideal?
I don't know.
Well, we're hoping 10.
Okay.
As a teacher, the most I had in a classroom at a time was about 38.
That's a lot of kids in a high school classroom.
Right. However, because it's not really a classroom. We're not meeting in a school. We are meeting in a business.
That's right.
So
really?
Throughout the semester, because we will have students from Sisney, Wayne City, and Fairfield, we kind of have to have some central locations, so not one group of kids will have to drive farther than somebody else. But we will, if we have to, we will meet in I know Craig Linval has said they may be meeting in a break room in a factory.
Right.
To see how businesses run. It may be in a boardroom of the bank somewhere. And
it'll vary.
Yep.
Right. And the kids will never be in a classroom situation as far as what they have been used to in a school setting, because this is business and they don't get a grade, which I think.
Oh, really? See, that is surprising to me as well. You would think it's just a pass-fail for the 12 credits or something?
Well,
or how does that work?
I had to ask some of the board members, what would be my responsibility, because I am used to marking tardies and absences and giving grades. However, one of the board members said, this is a business. This is a business class that is teaching, this is telling the kids, you can't be late. This is your business.
Right.
And, I had watched the young lady from Springfield on Fox and Friends, I think it was. Yep. And she made a very valid point about this situation being a reversal of what you have in the classroom. You're not taught things in order to implement those things to become a business person. You start being the business person, and then you kind of learn. You have an idea, you ask questions, you do your research, you project what's going to happen, and then you communicate your ideas to people. But she also said, we are so used to having A's that's the ceiling for our thought.
Right.
And, as a teacher, I would say
a kid might get satisfied, they get the A, but there might still be other sales that they could make or other growth that they could do with their business. Right.
There's no ceiling to opportunity. Right. And so, just as a kid might think, this is what I have to do to get an A, and since I have 110% with extra credit, I can just slack a little bit the next day. I mean, we all know that has happened in the classroom.
Yeah. Oh, possibly. I've never slapped at my place of business. I've never been slacking off there. How about you? I mean, although you are wearing, ladies and gentlemen, I've told Luke I wouldn't do that. He is wearing a Blues t-shirt because he is not entirely business dressed today, but usually Luke is in a tuxedo for business.
Yeah. Well, it's actually funny. It's funny that you mentioned that because
he's going to the Blues game.
I mean, it's funny that you mentioned the slacking off in both of us doing that, but because we had our eye on Mary from the moment that we started organizing the board about approaching her as a facilitator, and that's contrary to what they typically suggest. They don't typically suggest you seek a teacher.
Really?
They are open. You're allowed. You're not limited. They don't say you can't. It's just Typically, if you can find someone from the business world, they can provide that aspect, whereas a teacher, it's hard for them to get out of the
habit of the A to F
because they
parties and stuff like that.
And they're used to teaching, and this is letting students fail. I mean, in a typical setting, teachers are doing everything they can to keep students from failing, and we want to give them that opportunity to say, your business plan isn't working. You need to fail because
we need to make some alterations.
You need to learn from those experiences, and so they don't recommend a teacher. But we really had our eye on Mary because she has a history. I'm gonna brag on her. She would never do this. She has a very strong history of getting students to find their own successes and to get them interested in learning and finding that interest. And I can speak firsthand because I had her as an English teacher.
And you speak good English.
Yeah.
I speak good.
But I mean, I was someone who wasn't really interested in English, and so I wasn't really interested in her class. And she encouraged me, and just found she just has this interesting talent to get students involved. And her and Linda Monge, I can credit a lot of my successes too, just from having them in class.
That's impressive. I tell you what we're doing. We'll take a short break. We're talking here to Luke Harl along with Mary Musgrave, and Brent Maguire's here too. We've kind of kicked him off. We'll get him back here eventually. But we're talking about the Wayne County CEO program. We're going to hear, you mentioned that there was a lady on Fox and Friends, I guess, right? We're going to mention some of the successes as well as the failures, because I mean, not every student's going to have a good a business plan that works.
Right. Yeah.
And we're going to give some of the stories about that when we return. Again, you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV, and we'll be back right after these. Do stick around.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple: to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
Looking to build a new hobby building, horse barn, or farm shop? Let Morton Buildings help you design and construct a building that perfectly suits your needs. We'll be there for you every step of the way, even post-construction, with the strongest non-prorated warranty in the industry. Plus, Morton's exclusive Energy Performer insulation system provides the ultimate in comfort and efficiency. To see our latest projects and learn more, please visit mortonbuildings.com.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11th through 13th at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey right here on Wabash Catch TV. My guests have been, well, Luke Harl's here today, but he's not sitting here right now. Brent Maguire's come back along with Mary Musgrave, and we're talking about the Wayne County CEO program. It's a brand new program coming to Wayne County schools this year, Fairfield, Wayne City, and Sisney. And we talked about applicants. What's the best way for a parent? Because, I mean, is it a parent that gets people involved in this, or is it the student that gets involved, or how's that? What's the best way to get applications, you think?
Well, I think we want both to be involved, but we do have a Facebook page,
okay.
and then there is a website, WayneCountyCEO.com.
WayneCountyCEO.com if you're looking for more information, right? As well as on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, they can apply right from their phone.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, you see, now that's important, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Well, like Luke said, youngsters are on the phone all the time. Actually, oldsters now, too, for that matter.
Well, I mean, yeah, as things develop, further, well, less and less people are actually on a computer, per se, as they are their phone.
They're on their iPads or whatever.
So they can from any of those devices, they can go on there and apply.
What are some of the you mentioned? How in the world did they get somebody on Fox and Friends? What's some of the success stories, Mary?
Well, I know that they had the girl that Luke had mentioned about being in Forbes was.
He didn't mention it on the air. There was a
Karis Horton.
Karis Horton from
Mount Carmel.
Mount Carmel.
She had a candle business, Candles for Hope, or
it was Jars of Hope.
Jars of Hope.
Yeah.
How big did it get? Or is she still running it, I wonder?
I think she is, because I'm trying to remember what all that story mentioned, because I think I'm mixing it up with the other gentleman we were talking about earlier. But she's had to dedicate a lot of time to do that. And was it going to Africa, or I can't remember what the time was there. So,
but she's having major sales.
Yes.
Gets featured in Forbes magazine. How did she get featured in Forbes magazine? I wonder.
Well, I'm sure that's someone that, I mean, again, one of the things that's nice about being involved with Midland Institute is they provide just a ton of resources, because they want these programs to be successful. And so my guess would be that someone from there probably, they're promoting all these success stories, because that's what we want. We want young people to realize that they can be successful. Yes, there will be failures.
Sure.
And it is okay to fail. Learn from it, go again.
Yeah.
But let's let people know how successful you can be if you have determination and don't give up and keep going after it. And I think that's what Karis' story is about.
Excuse me. There was also a young man from the Springfield area that was also on Fox and Friends, and his business that he had started through the CEO program was a photography studio.
Oh, really?
And it had great success, which to me spoke volume, simply because any of us can take pictures today with our phones.
Yeah. You take you got the phone, take any kind of picture.
I mean, he had the studio set up. He had because it's available on YouTube, you can see it, and it was very impressive. So that was, yes, as the kids delve into this and they try out their ideas, and they ask questions and do the research and things like that, it's better for them to know at the age of 18 what works and what doesn't.
Or at least have a start.
Right, and if they just break even, it would, now I don't remember if I've already said this on the air or not, but these kids don't have to wait until they're 40 years old to lose a house or lose a car because they've lost their business and had to declare bankruptcy or whatever. At the age of 18, they can become successful. And in the classroom, I've always tried to stress, because I do think this is true, our kids don't have to go to college to be successful.
Right.
Now, if they choose to go to college, which I think many of the kids have that have gone through the CEO program, it just adds to their experience. But there are so many people, especially in a rural area, who don't have to go to college, and they can give back to the community.
Sure.
And
be successful
as you said,
when yeah.
You know, with AirTech's gone, and our young people will look at our town or our county and say, well, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
I mean, how many decades have we said that there's nothing?
We had Luke over here, early this month or early last month, talking about the Y Fairfield project.
Right, the one that I had seen also on YouTube. But as Craig Linvall has always stressed, he says that young people are not stupid. They're ignorant of opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere, but they think opportunities are elsewhere. And one of the things that I am excited about is that the businesses are putting out this investment, and they don't see these businesses to be started as competition within their own.
I guess they think it's a kid who's not going to become. It may eventually become competition, but you're helping out,
right?
And as a business, as a former business owner / manager, you're always willing to help out. You're willing to help out. I mean, if it becomes a competitor, you may not be quite as willing, but you're always willing to help out anybody. Didn't you see that?
Well, and I mean, and obviously I probably look at this differently, but I mean, a little competition is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, for an economy, I mean, really, I mean,
it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It keeps both businesses on their feet.
Right.
And if you walk down the main street of any small town, every other building is going to be empty.
Seems like.
It seems like, but if we put a new business in between two existing businesses, and one person goes into that new business, he's more likely to go next door and check things out.
That's exactly right. Well, but let's ask a question. I don't know if we've talked about on the air. Is this for freshmen, high school, or who can apply to join the CEO program?
So since we'll be launching it this fall, we're looking for students that would be seniors this coming school year.
Okay, so this call, if you're watching this show and you're not in high school, but you know somebody who's going to be a senior in high school down in the Sisney area, down in the Wayne County area, you're looking for students, right?
Yes, we are actively. Applications are open right now. We're seeking people to apply for that.
How long is the application process? What is the process? Is it just a one-page thing, or am I doing like a college application where it's like 10 pages and stuff? It's got an essay question. No. Is there writing? Are there story problems? Please tell me there aren't story problems.
There should be writing.
There should be.
Well, because that's going to be part of the program. You're going to have to write a business plan, so there is a certain amount of writing involved in that. But it's a pretty simple process to apply, and then to go through
Is it an interview process?
Well.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just wondering.
We will, the people on the board will have an opportunity to look at those that have applied.
I see.
And look at that stuff. I don't recall it. Is there an interview process? Do you remember, Mary?
I don't remember that it is an interview process.
All right. If there is an interview process, I'll mention this while he's off the air. If there is an interview process, you don't wear the blue sweater, the blue T-shirt to the interview.
and I think if I remember correctly, there's not. So that won't matter at that point.
All right, we'll get if Luke will come back. We'll get Luke back on here. We're going to wrap things up. We've been talking about the Wayne County CEO program. This is Brent Maguire. That's Mary Musgrave, and we'll be back right after these words. Do please stick around. That's funny.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Come enjoy Steel Guitars in concert, April 11 through 13 at the Mount Vernon Doubletree by Hilton. Special guest star this year will be country legend, singer, songwriter Miss Jeannie Seeley. Backed by popular demand will be Tim Atwood, Leona Williams, and Ron Williams, along with Dennis Stromat, Jimmy Burson, and Larry Lang. For more information, go online at southernillinoisproductions.org. Don't miss the Southern Illinois Steel Guitar Show in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your #1 choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
The difference between a good building and a great building is craftsmanship. It's about taking pride in the finished product. It's about being a professional. Unlike other construction companies, you work with Morton Building's craftsmen, from conception to completion. From the plant employees who roll the steel, to the company driver who delivers the materials to the construction crews. Every one of them are Morton employee owners who take pride in exceeding your expectations. Discover the Morton difference today at mortonbuildings.com.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey down there on the end. That's Luke Harl. There in the middle is Mary Musgrave. Here next to me is Brent Maguire. We are talking about the Wayne County CEO program. It's a brand new program. It's for high school seniors in Wayne County. But I presume eventually there'll be some interest in other counties. I know that Clay County doesn't do this, and Marion County doesn't do this. How do they, if some high school is interested, how does someone become involved?
Sure, it's community initiated. So it doesn't come, Midland doesn't seek out communities to put it in. It has to be community initiated because it's all about the community being involved in it. And
right.
So if they want to do it, they can reach out to Midland and they'll do everything they can to get them a program. And so like Hamilton County doesn't have it, Clay County doesn't have it, Marion County, but the surrounding counties around it do, and so I assume that they will eventually want to do the same thing, and they can reach out to them. They're also welcome to reach out to us.
Have you guys reached out to other counties? To Mary as the facilitator, have you talked to other facilitators to kind of get an idea of the best way, or maybe not the best way to run a program?
I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to, I have in mind, because of this end of the second semester, these kids actually have
well, they'll have a graduation, I guess.
A trade show.
A trade show. And I want to go to that. And I know Jefferson County has a big, successful program too, along with all these other counties that we have mentioned. But even going and observing in I started to say classroom setting, but that's not what it is. Even observing the kids working on whatever projects they have going would be conducive to my success as a facilitator, just to see the do's and don'ts, and because I'm used to lecture a lot. You know, I also taught history and psychology, so the basic go-to for me was always lecture for a while, get the kids working in groups or whatever. But this is going to be a challenge for me as well, because facilitating is not teaching.
Yeah. You're not teaching, you're getting people there to teach the other folks. One thing I don't think we made clear, we might have mentioned it earlier, each student will have their own business. They're forming their own business, but they're also forming another business, aren't they, Luke? Tell me about the other business.
Yes, the class will come together and form their class business, and they have to run this together as a team. And so each depending on how many are in the class, they'll have different students that are responsible for different things. And so, like, they maybe have a marketing committee, a finance committee, but all together they run together this business. And typically, they organize a business conference or some sort of entertainment for the community, where they have it at a conference or something along the lines of that. And then at the end, this is something that the board is required to do. They have to put on a trade show to highlight the businesses that the students have. So they'll put on a trade show of their own businesses as well as the full group business, I guess, right? They can. Typically the class business is typically service oriented. I see. That it's typically a business conference or entertainment. What do you find in the businesses that the students put together? Are they mainly services? Are they creating a good? What's typical, or is there anything typical?
One thing I would mention that kind of goes along with what Luke said is that the first semester they create a group business. They have these fundraisers, so to speak, through this group business, correct? Mm-hmm. And then the second semester, if I understand correctly, that the profit from their fundraiser would be divided among the students.
So really?
Students then take that profit for themselves and then start.
They can pour that into their own businesses.
Into the individual businesses.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So it's a service. What are some of the services that they may use? What are some of the other schools doing?
We've seen a variety of things in some of the examples that we have been given. I've seen services oriented as far as like computer networking and computer repair. I've seen that. I've seen products in cabinetry and tables. I've seen lighting installations. I've seen service that go along with the lighting of transferring everything from fluorescence to LED and helping businesses start that process. I mean, the Jars of Hope we've mentioned several times. I mean, that's a unique business. It's just the whole purpose of it is seeing what is available, what is offered in the community, what is not offered in the community, and what opportunities are available. What are your interests? What are your passions? And can those two connect? So, I mean, we've seen everything because in our communities, it's diverse of what there is available and what there's not available, and we're teaching them how to seek those opportunities. How do you determine, we're running out of time, we've got about a minute or so. How will you determine the success of the program, Mary?
I don't think it will be immediate because it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
But success can be, it doesn't have to be cumulative as much as it can be daily.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day basis, because goals are not just long-term.
Right.
Goals can be step by step. And then over the course of the year, then at the end, then the kids can assess, reassess, and continue on with this.
And you'll be able to see the growth of individual students throughout the course of the year anyway.
Right.
That's fascinating. This whole thing is, I'm looking forward to this time next year. This is April 2nd. I'm looking forward to this time next year when you are coming back and bringing students.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Well, you see, now that's going to be a lot of fun. If you're interested in the Wayne County CEO program, look online at WayneCountyCEO.com, or if you're looking for more information on the whole thing, MidlandInstitute.com. Guys, I'm really anticipating a lot. This is fun, isn't it?
We're excited.
Yeah. you're excited. Hey, Luke, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks.
Mary, thank you so much for being here. Brent,
hey,
I hardly let you talk.
That's all right. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that.
His beauty is always.
That's right. His beauty was here.
That's getting deep now.
Yeah. Hey, folks, thanks for watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We'll see you next time.